July 20th, 1990. Larry Eugene Phillips Jr. and Decibel Stefan Matasarianu, who met each other 4 years before at a Gold's Gym in Los Angeles, are getting ready to rob a cash-in-transit truck in Littleton, Colorado, 20 minutes south of Denver. The robbery is a success. The duo go on to continue committing robberies throughout California in the coming years, netting them well over $1 million at the time. Friday, February 28th, 1997. A clear morning in Los Angeles, California, United States of America. People are waking up, heading to work, and going about their day as usual. Most people are looking to have a quiet day at work and head into their weekend. But for those working at the North Hollywood branch of the Bank of America, things are about to take a turn. Phillips and Matasarianu arrive at the bank in a white 1987 Chevrolet Celebrity sedan. With them, they have a semi-automatic HK-91 .308 rifle, two Norinco Type 56S 7.62x39 rifles, a Norinco Type 56S-1, and a Bushmaster XM15 Dissipator AR-15 style rifle. All of these, except for the HK-91, were converted to be fully automatic. Phillips wore a 3A bulletproof vest with a groin protector, and several pieces of other body armor vests cut up and cobbled together to protect his limbs. Matasarianu wore only a 3A vest with a metal trauma plate to protect his heart and lungs. Both men wore gloves with a watch sewn onto the back of one hand to help keep track of their timing during the robbery. At 9:16 a.m., they set their watches for 8 minutes, the amount of time they estimated they would have before the police showed up. As they enter the bank, unbeknownst to them, they are spotted by two LAPD officers. The officers radio in a possible robbery in progress. A security guard at the bank sees a heavily armed duo and radios to his partner. His partner never receives the message. Phillips and Matasarianu open fire into the ceiling of the bank to subdue the staff and customers. They shoot through a bulletproof door to gain access to the tellers and the bank vault behind. An employee opens the vault for them and begins filling their bags with money. But there was a schedule change. The duo had expected $750,000 in the bank, but found significantly less due to a change in the bank's delivery schedule that had recently occurred. They leave with only $303,305 in their bags. Die packs soon rupture in their bags, ruining the money. The robbery is over. Now it's time for Phillips and Matasarianu to leave. Phillips exits the bank at 9:24 a.m. and realizes he is surrounded by law enforcement. He opens fire with an automatic weapon, quickly wounding 7 officers and 3 civilians. He briefly retreats into the bank, before exiting through the same doorway once again, while Matasarianu exits through the other side of the bank. Both robbers engage police. None of the officers' weapons are capable of penetrating the body armor worn by either of the robbers. Police are pinned down by the automatic fire coming from Phillips and Matasarianu, making accurate shots impossible. Officers frantically enter a nearby gun store and acquire more powerful rifles to fight back against the robbers. Matasarianu is shot in the right leg twice, and the left forearm once. Another bullet grazes his eye socket. He drops his bag of money and quickly gets in the getaway vehicle. Phillips receives a gunshot to the wrist, and his rifle is hidden in the receiver, making it useless. He grabs another rifle from the trunk of the getaway vehicle. SWAT is now en route. Phillips walks alongside their getaway vehicle, still firing on officers. He is shot in the shoulder, and his rifle is once again struck in the receiver. He grabs another rifle from the trunk. Matasarianu drives the getaway vehicle down the road, as Phillips splits up and retreats out of the parking lot and back into the street. At 9:52 a.m., Phillips' rifle jams. He draws his pistol and continues firing at police. He is shot once more, this time in the right hand, and drops the pistol. He promptly picks it back up and shoots himself with it. Matasarianu is still attempting to flee. 2 tires are shot out on his getaway vehicle. He attempts to carjack another vehicle. The driver gets out and runs as Machasarianu shoots at him and his vehicle. Machasarianu transfers the remaining guns and ammunition to the new vehicle. He enters the vehicle to find out that the driver has engaged the kill switch before running away. It's useless. Machasarianu continues firing on police. His body armor stops 2 shots from a SWAT officer. The same SWAT officer lands shots on his legs. Machasarianu drops to the ground and puts his hands up in surrender. Police rush to arrest him. He gives his name as Pete when the officers ask what his name is. 70 minutes pass before ambulances are able to arrive, as police believe there may be a 3rd gunman and it is not safe. Machasarianu dies before the ambulances can get to him. He was shot 29 times in the legs, leading to his death. 12 police officers and 8 civilians were injured during the shootout. Nobody except both of the robbers died.